Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth, where I'm trying to make calm out of chaos by painting willy-nilly, chaotically. Um, and then maybe, and there are 7 pink circles. You're right, Curty. Um, um, yeah, I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, yesterday was a complete and utter waste of time on so many levels. Poor Gunner. Poor Gunner. I'm not going to talk about what I'm doing because I'm doing the same thing I've been doing. I'm painting paper um, in lots of different forms and lots of different colors in lots of different ways and making it pretty when nothing else is pretty right now. And it's raining here. It's cold. We finally have winter. We've been so spoiled. It's been, we had our air conditioner on until yesterday morning, and today we woke up to 49 degrees and rain all day. And we have a family event to go to, which normally I look forward to. I'm not looking forward to today. It, it's just going to be like this for the next 4 years or for the rest of our lives, depending on who gets to whose way. Anyhow, our poor little dog had a very rough day yesterday also. He started off by going to get his hair cut, and we had worked this summer on getting him with different appointments from the vet, getting him finally finalized on some medicine that we could give him before the vet that would calm him, kind of put him in la la land, and he would not be so aggressive to the groomers. And so we had 2 pieces of medicine, and we ended up with the vet's approval and knowledge, and not approval, but recommendation. Go ahead and add a third one. And then the groomer was willing to work with us, and she said, if you ask for express service, he can get in and get out real quick instead of, doing 3 dogs at a time, and he's in the middle of 3. And so all of that was all the steps were in action yesterday for that to happen. He had been drugged. He was a zombie. As my husband was just about to go out the door, the phone rings and the groomer calls and says, "Hey, what kind of medicine are you giving him?" And we told him, and she goes, "We can't service a dog under that kind of medication because they are so medicated." And we said, "Well, he's still pretty coherent. Uh, and we know that the doses we're giving him, the vet said that that's what his German Shepherd gets, and he's out of it. Gunnar is not out of it. He is quite a zombie, but he's still willing. He's still able to walk under his own accord. That was my nervous reaction. Was what if he trips because of this and his knees get worse? Anyhow, so she said we can't take him. So we said, now what do? We have a complete and utter zombie dog who is able to walk, but not much else. And what do? So my husband called the vet, and she said, you can bring him here, and we will be able to we can give him a bath. We can't cut him. So we decided, and she said, but our next move, she looked at his records, and she goes, our next move is to have him anesthetized under anesthesia, and every time he has to get groomed. That's just not possible because his hair grows faster than ours, and he would have to go. We kind of get him groomed about every 6 weeks, and that's just cruel to do to his heart over time and his personality and everything. And we both said we did not want that. So the only vet in our area that will take him to groom him under that medication agreed to take him yesterday. And with the records that came from the other vet, just for grooming purposes, not to be transferred, because we do have a vet we like, and they would agree to take him. As we were heading out the door that way, she said, well, no, we need to evaluate him first, and that could take a couple weeks. We need his records. So my husband went to get his records. and took the dog into our normal vet. And she said, why don't we, Ines, put him under anesthesia today? Not cut him, but just give him a very good bath because, I mean, he smells. He's got a chin hairs that are just dragging water all the time and dog food and dirt and everything else. And our idea was to try to take him to our family thing that we are going to today to act as a buffer between a bunch of political conversations that we don't want to participate in. And so he went under anesthesia yesterday, which meant he had to stay till like 4:30 so that he could come out of it under their supervision and all of that. Anyhow, the poor little guy came home and she said, if he's still kind of loopy, it's from the pills, not from what we did. He's recovered from what we did. My heart, both of our hearts just sank. So we are headed back to the beach in a few days. We're not really sure when we're going back, but in a few days. And the only lady that has been able to handle him under a tiny bit of medication is the lady down at the beach. I don't know what she does. He's not good with her either, but she's able to handle him. She has not been bit. I've snuck in and watched from afar. He's not nice to her, but he's not biting her. So I think what we're going to do when we get to the beach, our first stop is going to be with this lady, Jay, and ask her if she will still take him. And if not, do you have any suggestions from people down here? Or I'm going to have to learn how to groom him, and which I've been willing to do all along, but my husband's afraid he'll bite me, and blah, 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 blah. He has bitten me before. We just feel so bad for him because part of it's his breed. Part of it is he is got some of the bad parts of his breed in steroids in him, and he just does not want his face touched. He does not want his paws touched. He does not. Oh, the vet did yesterday, was able to clean some mats off underneath his ears and cut his toenails because she said they were extraordinarily long, which means nobody's been cutting them, which we could probably figure that out. In fact, we knew that, but it is what it is. So, poor little guy, our hearts just went out to him yesterday. He woke up this morning fine. He's back to his normal self. He's sweet. He's this, he's that. He's Curly Sue. When he's good, and when he's bad, he's very bad. And he does not want anybody to cut his hair. So, this little book is going to be kind of like a dream book, still part of the recovery series, but kind of like places I want to go. I want to go. I'm ready to go. I want to go to Japan so bad I could taste it. But there's no trip scheduled for the people I've gone with before until 2026. And I can't get my lady friend that I went to Vietnam with to commit yet. And I'm not sure I want to make that trip this far in advance, reservations for it. Anyhow, so it's just me painting paper, same old, having a grand time. I did watch news yesterday, which was not a good thing for my sleep patterns at all. But I figured we knew today was going to be rough. There is no saying, no politics conversations because we're the only ones that feel this way. And this is my husband's family. And we're the only ones that my new statement is prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. But yesterday showed me that I was not wrong. To quote Gunner's issues on steroids, I do think it's all smoke and mirrors for other stuff he's trying to do. And I know it's part of his get out of jail free cards forever deal for both of them, for all of them. They're all crooks. To me, they all should be at The Hague. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry. If I upset people, I'm sorry. That's the nicest way I can put it. That's me being nice about what's happening in the United States. Anyhow, I don't want to talk about it. I shouldn't talk about it because it just gripes my everlasting soul. Pretty soon we're going to be robots here. But anyhow, So I just keep dipping my paintbrush in water and continuing on. I don't know if any of this will last this long. And I think I'm just going to put like, I want to go here and a little spot on these pages, but just have pretty paper. Um, Japan, I want to see the Northern Lights somewhere. Maybe Russia. We're going to be associated with Russia pretty soon. Uh, um, or Norway. Norway. Yeah. Norway's nice and clean, safe, theoretically. Um, but so much fun. So much fun. The paint is working. The paint is working. This poor little man. He was kind of out of it in this picture. But thank you for watching. Thank you for helping me get better. I hope I'm helping you get better. I try not to go down because I don't want you guys to be down. But thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Same bat channel. Same bat pet paint bat channel paintbrush. Bye.